Hi, this is Charlie Page, and I have a very important question. Are you ready for traffic? It seems like everyone wants to drive more traffic, and why not? Without traffic, you have no chance to sell anything online. With traffic, you have a chance. Many beautiful sites have been built over the years only to be abandoned on the dust heap of the web because the site owner couldn't get traffic. Many excited affiliates have become discouraged and quit affiliate marketing because they didn't know how to drive traffic. So yes, traffic is vital. It's important. But traffic alone is not the answer. This has been proven many, many times. Like many things in life, there's a second factor. In our lives, there are many things that are good on their own, but much better when combined with something else. A kiss is better with a hug. I think you would agree. Peanut butter and chocolate, one of my favorites. And to quote Forrest Gump, peas and carrots. So if traffic alone is not the answer, what else is needed? I believe there are three factors. This is what I teach consulting clients, and this is what I do in my own business for the past 15 plus years. Factor number one, a way to capture leads. It's amazing how many people overlook this or just think it's not important when it really, really is. I use this graphic with my consulting clients to show them what I'm talking about. Driving more traffic and building your list go hand in hand. They're two sides of the same coin. The facts are overwhelming. If you're lucky, only 2% of visitors to most sites make a purchase. And I say if you're lucky because many websites don't even convert at 2%. But think about this. Only 2% of visitors to most sites are making a purchase. What happens to the other 98%? That's the key factor. What happens to the other 98%? I can tell you what happens to them. They leave and they never come back. Now, people used to bookmark and return back in the old days. That's no question about that. They used to bookmark your site and return. But really, when's the last time you bookmark a site? People just don't do that anymore. Today, there are too many distractions. People type into Google what they're looking for, and depending upon who's at the top of Google today, they get the click. There are too many distractions with native advertising and pop-ups and all these other things for people to remember to come back to your website. But what if you captured only 25% of them on a list? Of the 98% who leave, what if you only got 1 out of 4 who joined your list? And then you sent automated emails reminding them to return. You didn't have to do it manually. You just set it up once and let it run. For many clients, the result is a 300% increase in sales. I've seen that in my own business quite a number of times. Email marketing, follow-up email marketing, just to remind the person to come back to your site is incredibly effective. So step one, no matter what else you do, capture the lead. This is critical. Factor two, know, like, and trust. You've heard these words before, right? People have to know you, they have to like you, and they have to trust you. Well, you hear it so much because it's true. When people know you, like you, and trust you, they buy from you over and over again. And they'll recommend you to their friends even if they don't make an affiliate commission. It's been happening this way for decades online, and it will continue to happen this way. This is human nature. So how do you create this grow, like, and trust environment? And that's what it is. I want to be clear about this. It's an environment of trust. It's not one particular act that creates trust or likability. It's an environment. So how do you create this environment? You do something for them before you ask them to buy. That's it. It's the golden rule. It's very, very simple. This is why sending cold traffic to a sales letter no longer works. It really doesn't work. It's not sustainable to run an ad, send cold traffic, people have never heard of the offer before, to a sales letter and expect that to be a sustainable business model. It can make a few bucks, but it's not a sustainable business. It's not coming back either. Today's world's just too complicated with cell phones and with social media and things like that. We have to work on relationship. That's the name of the game. We could do that when the internet was new. We could send cold traffic to a sales letter, but not anymore. People want to buy from those they trust. This is probably the most important thing I'll say in this video. People want to buy from those they trust. And when they can't find somebody they can trust, they might buy something anyway, but they do it kind of skeptically. And that's not what you want. People want to buy from those they trust. So you need to convince them that they can trust you. And this is the graphic I use with my clients to talk about that. You establish authority, and that builds trust. Now, that word authority is funny. I don't want you to think that you have to be Dr. Phil or you have to be the guy they call on the news when they need an authority. You just have to help people to establish authority. The easiest way to do that is with a blog. No question about it. With a blog, you can publish helpful content as often as you want, and these people can come and consume that content without commitment. That's the name of the game. You're not asking them for anything. You're just saying, here, this might be helpful to you, which creates trust. You don't even have to produce the content yourself. You never even have to write it yourself. It's an amazing thing. I have a lot more about that on charliepage.com. That's not the purpose of this video, but I teach an entire course on how to blog without doing the writing yourself. It's really very easy. To be clear, you're not trying to trick anyone in this part here. You're not trying to trick anybody into trusting you or make it seem like they can trust you, like you're something you're not. There's enough of that going on already online with people who are, all excited and they show you these screenshots of things that you know aren't real. That's not what I'm talking about. They really can trust you even without meeting you in person because you're using the golden rule. You're doing for them what you would want someone to do for you. You're helping them in advance without any requirement of payment. Helping them solve their problems without asking for anything in return. That's a beautiful thing. This is the number one way to capture leads and make sales. Period. End of story. And it works in every single niche. Now, factor number 3, convert visitors into customers. They say nothing happens until somebody buys something. That's true. We're in business to sell things. No question there. So you've got to convert visitors into customers at some point. This is the graphic I use with my clients to show them how that works. We increase sales and we build lifetime value. That's the name of the game. This is called closing the sale if you're in the sales business, and it's dramatically misunderstood. I mean dramatically misunderstood because it's not a manipulation. It's not saying magic words. It's not being some tricksy thing. It is simply meeting a person's need. People think they need to master the art of selling, and I love sales technique. Nothing wrong with sales technique. There's nothing wrong with psychology. In fact, there's everything right about that, understanding how people work. But you don't have to master anything. Really, nothing could be further from the truth. Selling online is this. It's presenting a solution to a person who has a need at the time when they're ready to move. You're not trying to convince them to move when they're not ready. You're just there when they're ready. If you met a man dying of thirst, would you have to sell him on taking a drink of water? Absolutely not. The need is obvious. He wants that water. And when the solution becomes available, you're standing there handing him a cup of water. He's going to take that drink and he would gladly pay you for it. See, you're in the right place at the right time. So what do you need to do to make sales? What do you need to do to convert people from visitors into customers? You want to do steps 1 and 2 over and over again. You want to capture the lead and convince them with content. That's the name of the game. And make sure that you're asking for the sale. Many people get step 1 and step 2 right, but they forget to ask for the sale anywhere on their site or in their emails. It's an easy mistake to make, but happily, it's an even easier mistake to fix. It's super easy to fix that. So you want to capture the lead, follow up with automated email, convince them with consistent content, and when they feel the need, they will buy from you. Remember, I said people want to buy from people they trust. Once they trust you, they want to buy from you. Instead of you having to sell them on taking some action, they'll come buy from you. Now, let's get back to traffic for just a second. We started out by saying, are you ready for traffic? And, I'm willing to bet that you probably said, yeah, I want more traffic. And that's good. You do want more traffic. But let's get back to talking about traffic for just a second. Are you really ready for more traffic? You might be. Only you can know. So here are 3 questions to help you decide. Number 1, do you have a system for capturing leads that is working? Do you have a system for capturing leads that is working? That might be a squeeze page. It might be a form on your blog. It might be something else. But if you have that system, then you're in good shape. You're ready. If not, work on that next. That's the thing to work on before you work on getting more traffic. Because what you don't want to do is spend time and money getting a bunch of traffic, and then 98% of them go somewhere, you never see them again. Number 2, do you have a system to convince people to trust you? Are you building trust? If yes, you're good to go. If no, work on getting that system in place. So if you've got a lead capture system in place, but you're not building trust, that's where you put your focus. Number 3, do you have a system that strategically offers products? If yes, you're in great shape. If no, consider how to do that in your business. It might be email or ads on your blog or something like that. So if you've got a capture system in place and you're blogging and you're creating content or putting content out, but you're not making sales, this is the step you want to focus on. You just want to make sure that you're asking for the order. So let's recap. Are you really ready for traffic? Might be. If you have a way to capture leads, if you have a way to convince people to trust you, and a way to convert visitors into customers, if you have those 3 things in place, then your only focus now is getting more traffic. So you can really lean in to getting more traffic. Hey, if you like this video, you can get more like this at charliepage.com, and you can also get my free traffic mini course about how to increase sales with eZine marketing. You know, I own the directory of eZines and know a little something about eZine advertising and solo ads, and I'm happy to share it with you for free. This is Charlie Page. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. If you like this, give me a thumbs up or leave a comment or something like that. Appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day.